All right, so here's another one that's extremely important. Kind of mentioned it just a second ago, but let's dive deeper. The other way to protect yourself from toxic, damaged men is to heal from your past. All right? So, excuse me. The reality is that when we have not healed, when we are operating out of a place of brokenness, and please, when you hear me say brokenness, do not be offended by that. Or I hope you won't be. I hope you understand that it's just speaking to the reality that the hurt has broken pieces of us. It has made us struggle to function in a healthy way when we have not resolved it. All right. And because of this, becomes very likely for someone to now get with the wrong person. I've said many times that the person who has not healed is 99% likely to choose the wrong individual to be with. All right. Now, it may not be exactly 99%. I never did an official study, right? But from all my years of coaching, all my years of doing this, I'm pretty confident in saying if it's not 99, it's really close. Okay. And the reality is that because when you have been hurt and you haven't resolved it, well, you don't want to truly be vulnerable. There's a level of vulnerability that you may accept, but to really give yourself, you're gonna stop it at a certain point. And so now, the person that you would have a real connection with, the person that true love can exist here, that will make you feel too vulnerable. It will push you past the line. It will make you scared. It make you overwhelmed, and you will run for cover or you will sabotage the situation. So instead, you will end up entertaining the person who is good enough to be with, but doesn't take you all the way there because it feels emotionally safer. So now this is the perfect opportunity for toxic, damaged men to come into your life. It goes back to what I said earlier, how when we are operating out of brokenness and we have not resolved it, that it becomes more comfortable to be around other damaged, broken people. And to be around a healthy person feels like it's too difficult. You may feel inadequate, be intimidated. Now, what I hear, the voices I'm hearing in my head from people watching this is, well, everyone is broken. Everyone has issues. No one's really fully whole out here. No, stop with that. Stop with that. That's such in all due respect, it's a cop-out. It's a cop-out that people use to validate their own issues and do nothing about it, okay? Yes, I think it's fair and accurate to say that there's no one who has walked this earth who hasn't at some point been hurt, all right? I think we've all gone through things, but there are many, thousands, possibly millions of people who've done the work to heal. Now, does that mean that hurt will never come again? Of course not. Does that mean they may not have to go through a process of healing again? That they won't have to do it again? Of course not. It may come back around at some point, but as they stand right now, they have healed, and at the very least, healed to the point that those past experiences, hurts, and disappointments are not negatively impacting their present. Now, what I have to say is some of you may think it's not negatively impacting right now. Some of you may think, like I remember real quick, many years ago, to make a long story short, I had a woman who emailed me and she had a boyfriend, the family didn't like him, and they were going through all these issues, and she didn't know what to do. And something in my spirit was like, there's something you're not telling me. Like you're asking me advice about this scenario, but there's something deeper that you're not being honest about. So this is all through email. And I told her that. I said, I feel something in my spirit is telling me there's something you're not telling me. What is it? What happened to you? And she said her father molested her. But she followed that with, but what does that have to do with anything happening now? And that's the thing. There are people who have detached their past traumas and hurts from what their life is right now, not understanding that it definitely correlates. It is having an impact. This guy that she was with, who, again, long story short, was not best for her, a lot of that stemmed from what she went through with her father and had not resolved. So we have to be mindful of not thinking that, oh, it's not playing any role here. If you haven't resolved it, it's playing some kind of a role. You have to be able to say, I addressed this, I faced this, I resolved this, I released this from my system. Then we can say, okay, cool, you're fine. Other than that, you got to do the work. So bottom line is, you want to avoid toxic men, you've got to heal. Because going back to my original statement when I opened this video up, though you could be a great woman and still have toxic damaged men come your way, if you are a woman holding on to past damage and hurt, yes, you will increase the chances of attracting more or constantly attracting nothing but toxic men. And even when the healthy man tries to come your way, it won't work because you're not at a place to receive that man. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. The narcissist is emotionally detached. Now, again, this is where it can get tricky, going back to the reference of love bombing, all right? So if you're dealing with a narcissist,